to more and more unconventional strategies, like going to maybe Lilat or something like that. I could see it happening just because, you want to keep it fresh and keep it interesting if you're going to be playing the same guy over and over and over again in grand finals, right?
I mean, yeah, for sure. Of course, that's why Jerry is breaking out the Wolf at the start of this, and as well as Final Destination, a stage that MJ likes to say is something he's really comfortable with. Of course, Jerry has shown to be comfortable with it as well. So it's just a game of shooting lasers and blasters and getting
That is true. Especially for certain projectile characters, and really any matchup, I think that this is a bit of a polarizing stage. You're able to really sort of exacerbate a lot of the faults that your character has, also the strengths. Sometimes it can really make or break a matchup because you're going all in on certain things that you have to really watch out for what the other opponent's got, because you don't have a whole lot of maneuverability options, no platforms.
Yeah, no platforms can make things really interesting in terms of kind of catching stuff, but MJ's up smash game, man. What is he doing?
Well, he just waits. I mean, he honestly it's the conditioning game, and I think MJ's conditioning is what gives him this kind of strength, because he's able to just never use up smash until he knows it's going to hit, is going to force an option, and then boom, there it is.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely amazing to me that he managed to find up smashes across the board against so many people so many times, and as you said, conditioning can make the difference. And right now, he's doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've already seen MJ take the first stock, rack up about 70% on Jerry as well, without dying himself. And now 143 doesn't look like he's close to dying either way, even though he is at ledge in danger percent.
Yeah, has the gyro on board, and I love the fake outs he uses alongside the gyro by just kind of jumping around and empty hopping into that tomahawk grab.
Yeah. That's true, and this time tries to go for something with the down tilt. This time Jerry does roll away with the tech, so it gets him out of danger. But MJ gonna be ready for maybe the next one.
Yeah, and he catches him with the last hit of the spinning arms as Jerry actually gets killed by that, just the last tick.
Right, and you would expect him to just kind of like commit, go all the way forward, but he does kind of like lean back just a little bit, and it's enough.
Yeah, he caught that on that last swing forward, and it's so tragic for Jerry because right now this robot ain't dying, and he has too high a percent for you to really be dealing with that right now. Like, you should have this stock.
And of course, this is the time he wants to get this kind of throw, so he gets the back throw, gets the kill. The forward throw wasn't going to do it for him earlier. It doesn't have the kill potential, and at that percent, it doesn't have combo potential either.
Yeah, I mean, even though back throw is the kill option, if you're facing on the wrong side of the ledge, your best option is just throw him off and try to ledge trap him again. Get that extra percentage, maybe hope for something better. And now it's Jerry's game of, I need to get one full stock to even make this possible.
Exactly. Jerry's thinking like, man, where's Wario when you need him? I need a waft right now.
Can you imagine Wolf with waft? I'd stop playing this game.
Wolf?
That's terrifying.
Does Wolf not have waft? I thought he was taking all those stocks with waft.
Down smash is claw waft. If you will.
Claw waft, exactly.
I mean, it's pretty stinky in my opinion. I'm not a fan of that, regardless.
Yeah, true. But here, the gyro gonna be kind of just thrown out of play. Jerry says, "Get that out of here."
Yeah, and it's important that Jerry's really keeping pace with MJ right now. And even though it's good that he is keeping pace, he's not getting a crazy lead. And a stock behind, you need something better than that.
No, you're right, and he's aiming for it. Let's go, the down throw with the up tilt, actually.
And an up smash to follow suit on Jerry's landing, and MJ a 2 stock on FD game 1.
Yeah,
pretty solid work all around.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like if you count how many, I could probably count on one hand how many up smashes MJ has missed, and I probably wouldn't even need all my fingers.
Yeah, someone tells me you don't need a 5 for that one, because he is he don't miss, if you will.
He don't miss. Indeed,
please, bro, just miss once, please.
I know, just please miss once. No, Jerry wishing that he would miss, but MJ right on top of him, and pretty crazy stuff. I mean, you saw how strong that beginning of the game was. Right, and obviously we saw a little bit of a momentum shift sort of halfway through the game, but then Jerry able to or at least MJ able to catch those situations. Here comes the Joker.
Yeah, he's like, I have one game to mess around with it. It wasn't my cup of tea. I have to I need to reset I need to win this set and then win a second set to make it out tonight. So I can only play so many fun and games testing out my secondaries before the big man comes out.
True. And big man Arsene, he is definitely one to be reckoned with. Here on Smashville, more so than ever because of the small blast zones. His kill power is even stronger.
Yeah, you got to keep that in mind. Of course, that's the double for MJ as well, and MJ also has the ability to kind of camp underneath that central platform if it works out for him, but right now, MJ is just not giving him the light of day as he's just keeping him on guard.
Yeah, so Jerry getting a really clutch parry on the Nair. That's one of those things. It's like, the parries that we were talking about before, gonna need them in this matchup specifically because you do have a delayed Nair that you can easily parry if you time it right and catch something off of it. Anything, any follow-up.
Yeah, it's important to see. Nice downward gun. I mean, I do like how Jerry really doesn't pass up opportunities to get extra damage on the board. I mean, of course, that gun won't kill. That gun won't do much. For someone like Rob, but at the same time, if that's extra percentage, if that's a 3, 4, 5% extra minimum I can get every time, I'm gonna do it. That gets him just much closer to that stock, and everything counts when you're against MJ, man. Everything.
For sure, everything does count, and especially MJ is going to take everything he can get as well. That goes both ways. Here against Arsene, he knows he's got to do some damage, and just takes him straight out with the side B.
Yeah, of course, that invincibility at the beginning is not much, but it's important, but it doesn't matter if you get caught at the top like Jerry just did. And all that hard work from Jerry just right out the window.
I know, and talk about getting Arsene at really the wrong time.
Yeah, it's really tragic. If you don't get him at the opportune time, you could be screwed out of a stock if you just aren't paying attention and
exactly
with the right avenue. I mean, he's at 160 right now, and Jerry needs to find that avenue to kill.
Right, especially when he's in the air and he kind of freezes there while Arsene comes out. It doesn't happen in this situation, but MJ wants to get that situation so he can follow up and get an easy kill.
Yeah, right now he's just being taken for a ride. That dash attack not safe as Jerry's thrown off the edge. And does he hit him again? Oh, he actually misses that.
Right.
That side B.
Jerry gets his redemption and finds his way back to ledge.
What's important to note is that Arsene is gone. That's another Arsene wasted. I mean, you gotta remember that this is a resource management thing for.
And it's hard to say. It's like it's hard to say that it's like wasted because he did get at least a little bit of pressure off of it. But in terms of like how close are you to winning this game off of it? Of course, like not much.
Yeah, of course, as he finally gets that Arsene-less back air to get the kill, but so much extra percent that wasn't really needed if you could just manage to snag that stock a little bit sooner. And it's so important to keep in mind here as MJ's looking for something strong with these
and that's one of the few times that the up smash was not actually able to kill. Jerry does air dodge through it in time and barely gets out. This time it does connect. Yeah, of course.
It's inevitable, man.
For sure. So many of these moves, it's just like, if at first you don't succeed, I'm definitely going to try again.
Yeah, those moves are pretty good. Of course, he throws out the Rebel's Guard just a little bit, gets a little bit of meter, but kind of a negligible amount as Arsene is now about to be out anyway. Just taking his time, thinking about it, relaxing.
And I love like the teeter animation on ledge from Rob. He's kind of like leans over and his arms just rotate alternatively. It's actually really funny.
There's a lot of love and details in the little animations in this game, and while we're beating the snot out of each other, it's really hard to tell, but in the small moment to moment, it's important.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, Jerry right now actually playing, Jerry getting that up smash roll, Jerry playing with Joy-Cons, so he's at low battery right now. I mean,
I know, the drag down.
Arsene's at low battery himself as he now backs off.
That is true. Arsene needs a recharge.
Yeah, it gets with the Ega, and again, that's that cursed damage. That's damage over time, and if Jerry needs to hit those because it's so good. It racks up that percentage. It's caught up by that
speaking
up
of
air.
percentage, you got to watch out for those up airs. That is a big, long-lasting hitbox that will take you to the highest depths of the blast zone if you're not careful.
Yeah, and Jerry's been doing a great job in this past stock or so, evening up, even if the stock percentage is a noticeable deficit right now for himself in terms of percentage, but it's not enough that he's completely counted out.
Right. Ooh, but the double roll backwards, a little risky from MJ, but he does get out.
Yeah, he tries to kind of threat that up smash thinking that Jerry will roll back, but doesn't find it. Gets hit by another Ega. A little bit of that curse damage. That gun doing so much. Oh my goodness.
Right. I like the projectile options that Jerry's able to throw whenever Gyro is kind of laying down the neutral. It's really interesting. He kind of just short hops and Ahas or Agons. But unfortunately, the unnecessary death there, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like I think it's like he kind of just kissed the blast zone, and then he was like, all right, I'll just kind of move back to get away from Rob's stuff. But it's like, well, that little bit backwards is the blast zone, my friend.
Right, of course, the DI coming out too little too late. And now MJ sitting really nice.
Yeah, he's very comfortable. He's at match point in this first set. Jerry has to get 6 games. MJ just needs 1 right now.
Right, exactly. Like he's literally at tournament point right now at that. You know, it's looking very, very good for MJ right now. Jerry's got to make quite the adjustment, I think.
Yeah, this would be so uncharacteristic if MJ can actually get a clean 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, that would definitely show that he's been improving a lot.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. Like these sets last 45 minutes, an hour long, as they just duke it out, take game for game, blow for blow. But if MJ can get a 3-0 blowout,
yeah, but the Banjo. Okay, I think he's joking. I think he's just memeing. I think you got us, bro. Good one.
Yeah, wait, what's he doing? Okay.
You got no.
And a weird twist of fate, MJ now has the games to mess around with, so he's breaking out the Banjo.
Okay, so I was wrong. I did say earlier I did not expect anything else to come out of MJ, but you're right. Miracles can happen. He's sitting 2-0. Now's the time for Banjo.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Banjo. I respect the gray and white as in like a robotic color,
yeah.
I guess, but I'm just confused.
The monochrome, all right.
Yeah, why, MJ?
I don't know. I mean, the red pants are kind of clean, actually. I like the pants.
Banjo's got drip.
Yeah, Banjo. Look at those chino shorts, man.
Oh my god!
Get me one of those. Did you get those from Banana Republic?
Oh my!
Oh my gosh!
All right, Hot Topic backpack. Oh my goodness!
With a bird in it. But yo, Jerry says, I don't care about your birds or your grenades. I'm gonna get you off stage.
Yeah, because of course uses his first Wonder Wing, doesn't get the ledge, instead gets the stage. He's sitting at 112%. Jerry, pretty comfortable right now.
Yeah. So far, and let's see, the down gun definitely going to mess up some of the Nair shenanigans that MJ wants to set up with. I like the potential use of grenade. I want to see him get some of these setups, and I think on ledge, I think those are going to be even stronger.
Yeah, I mean, it is so. I'm still just kind of in shock and awe that Banjo's on my screen now. Like I've never seen MJ playing another character.
Yeah, it's
so
pretty interesting.
I could dig it though. I mean, I like Banjo.
Right, I definitely like Banjo.
Play-wise, he's kind of weird in this game, but
I thoroughly enjoyed watching Banjo because it's like it was new at the time. Now he's kind of a bit of old hat, but I do really like some of the cool stuff that he can do. But he is a bit of a some people will call him like the goober character for reasons like that. You kind of set yourself up for disaster if you miss out on one of those clutch Wonder Wings to get yourself back to ledge.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry is at 56% right now. Not a lot, kind of in terms of lead for himself.
But that grenade, almost. That was so smart.
I do like how MJ is actually kind of working it with this Banjo. I respect this hustle. It's nice.
His projectile play comes in hot because you get to see how strong he is with certain things like gyro. I can see like if he uses a similar sort of thing with grenade, obviously it has a timer.
Yeah, makes sense. Of course, his grenades aren't as good as Snake, but he also has the Briegel Blaster. Can't really forget that.
Yeah, he got that thing on him, and you got to watch out because here comes Arsene soon enough.
Yeah, he's second now. Kind of just controlling space, popping those grenades, popping those eggs out.
Yeah, and with no platforms, MJ feels like he's able to just kind of like set up and force Jerry out. Jerry just waiting for Arsene to come out before he goes in.
Jerry going with that aggressive Wonder Wing, but not quite what he needed there.
Yeah.
But
here, now, he's basically just having to shield his own grenades. But it's a really smart option because it's kind of similar how Snake uses his grenades, right? So you'll notice that like he wants to shield them and everything, but it's a way to kind of use it as a self-protection. So if Jerry does go in for a big hit, he takes a lot of damage and loses Arsene meter.
Yeah, and right now he is Arsene-less as well. He gets socked by Banjo's forward air. Oh my goodness, and that's a stock. I mean, MJ at that bit of deficit right now by a good margin, but hey man, this is comebackable.
Yeah, it's like look at all those mountains in the background. I bet Banjo could throw a football all the way over. It's like
Banjo's got some chunky.
He got an arm. He got an arm on him, man.
I mean, he's been carrying a bird around in his backpack. I mean, that's like the equivalent of weight.
True. Shoulder and back, the shoulder and back game that Banjo has is unmatched.
Yeah, he's He's pretty fit, man. He's got a bare six.
work out.
The equivalent of a bare six-pack.
Yeah, I work out. It's okay. But here, Jerry, Jerry trying to show that Joker's not just a spindly arm kid. He's got some weight behind him too, especially with Arsene on the board.
Yeah, I mean, 56% on dash attack. Yeah, it does the trick. As MJ's now on last stock with this Banjo.
Yeah, but I mean, this is still pretty close. Like, I mean, if MJ gets a good interaction, he could probably set up for a kill afterwards.
Yeah, just messing around now, throwing those grenades, trying to bombard him, and he's kind of trying to like time him out as well. I mean,
yeah,
with the Rob, it's really easy to just kind of fly up to the ceiling and just get away from a
you're
third of the Arsene meter. And so MJ kind of has to think around the problem this time, and his options really just, I'm just going to blast you with grenades till you
yeah. Banjo does have a couple of okay stalling mechanisms off stage, right? Multiple jumps. You do have the ability to act out of upbeat. That's kind of important.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, he doesn't. No matter what, he doesn't have the ability to stall and recover from things like that.
Yeah, he misses ledge. He already used the springboard platform, and that's a game for Jerry. Jerry's now on the board as the Banjo has come out to play.
Yeah, for sure. But will we see it again?
I don't think MJ. If MJ wants to win this first set instead of letting it do it a reset, I think he's going to switch now because he can't really afford to play only one more game this set with Rob. He wants that assurance, I would think.
I think you're right.
Similar to how Jerry starts his sets with a different character to test out the waters and see how it works for him before switching to his main. MJ kind of doing something with himself here.
Yeah, let's see.
He went for that's the double select. So he did switch characters and he switched stages as well.
Okay.
That's the insider scoop you can tell.
That's nice.
In the arena.
Look at you, pro strats. Okay, back on the Rob. I think he had his fun.
Yeah, it's not
gave it a whirl.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's probably a victory in and of itself for him because, you know, as we've talked about the history with their sets, obviously it's very close. Having the ability to basically just lose a game, trying out a character that you want to play, like against someone who you've had these back and forth sets with. That's definitely something he's going to take away with him and probably think pretty well on.
Yeah, it's a very comfortable position to be in, and of course MJ has his main and he has one of the best stages here as well. So this is a very hard match for Jerry to fight.
Yeah. But here on FD, I think that makes it even more so difficult for him because the lack of platforms really limits how you're going to be able to get in.
Yeah, it definitely kind of changes the game in terms of approach options and how these guys are going to mess around with each other. Right now, it's kind of back and forth with Jerry actually taking the lead. But of course, it all is going to change when Arsene comes out and how MJ managed to deal with it. Because MJ has been pretty masterful at mitigating Arsene's damage for the most part.
True.
And gets kills sooner than Jerry normally does on his own, so it's a lot of stuff to consider.
Yeah, I think having a multitude of escape options here as compared to the Banjo is going to give him the extra time that he needs to play with. We've seen him do it before, and I think in that last set he was just running out of a little bit of time. And here, maybe he can force Jerry's hand more often than Jerry wants him to.
Yeah, so right now it's definitely back and forth. Arsene is, MJ's peacing out. I'll see you when your big brother's gone, because I want to kill you by yourself. I don't want that big man.
Yeah, MJ not a fan of the 1v2 here. Jerry now going to have to fight solo.
Yeah, and I love seeing him use that grappling hook option because it gives you that little jump in the beginning.
Yeah.
Great way to avoid.
Again, it's like, it changes your momentum in the air.
Yeah, and jab reset into up smash. That's all she wrote for that stock.
That's crazy.
MJ's taking the lead, 115%. I mean, still pretty healthy if you're Rob with no Arsene on the board.
Right, and keeps the pressure laying on thick on the shield, going down and hitting the shield with the down tilts. Let's see. I mean, obviously Arsene's back out already. The underdog mechanic coming in hot with a stock disadvantage.
Yeah, of course he's going to time out that platform a little bit. Is he going to go straight up? No, he's actually going to go kind of forward and aggressive in his face. Right,
using the invincibility from the Angel platform gives you the ability to kind of go more aggressive for at least a short period of time. And if Jerry's not expecting it, he can take some unnecessary damage when he wasn't really expecting an approach.
Yeah, right now MJ's kind of getting some of that percentage eaten away right now, already surpassing 50%. If we're not getting much on Jerry, back air is going to add, a little bit under 20% to the mix. still just kind of keep him on edge, and he's just looking for that up smash, man.
He does go for the up smash. You know, another rare time where we see him just throw it out and miss. This time, Jerry playing a little bit more patient, falling back, and not going in as hard as he normally would have.
Yeah, so right now it's just back and forth, back air, not doing the trick just yet. Percentage off goes, swatting him away. And yeah,
no!
Since he used the grappling hook in the first place, it doesn't kind of auto throw itself to ledge. You have to be really precisely placed. And since he got knocked out, he kind of lost the opportunity to get back, and that's so important if you're Jerry.
Yeah, losing that important range on the up B, like that's where jokers can come back from the brink of despair. Like you can do a lot, but if you lose that ability, all of a sudden Rob to take you all the way there and then some.
Yeah, but that amazing comeback from Jerry. He gets that downer in a really opportune way, finds himself on board, getting that stock, and he's at a little bit of a deficit right now, but Big Brother's out to play, can even up the scoreboard really quickly if MJ isn't here.
Okay, parries that there again. He's getting the right parries, and he's getting some good follow-ups as well.
MJ just dancing around him, hoping to not get hit by anything too crazy, as, again, Meter is dipping bit by bit. He's staying up in his face to kind of get rid of it as well, and that's what's working out for him right now.
Right, a clutch ledge trap, just dropping the gyro right there, and obviously Jerry able to roll in as his only viable option.
Yeah, catches him with the grappling hook, gets some percentage on board. This is an even game.
Yeah, exactly. Even in percents, and now with Arsene still quite a ways away, Jerry's going to have to set up for a kill whenever he does come out. MJ ready to close it out before then.
Yeah, that was a great back and forth with the down tilt, kind of wedging Jerry between that gyro and a laser blast to the face due to the forward smash. And Jerry, if he's not careful, could get killed anytime now.
Oh, he runs up on him, and wow, up smash is going to take it yet again for MJ. With the 3-1, definitely not the set that we expected.
Yeah, I mean, we were expecting this to go back and forth until all the way to Game 10, as historically between them, but MJ managed to close it out in the first set from winner's side.
First set in fourth game, didn't even go to Game 5, literally only lost one game on the Banjo, and wow, MJ, big props to MJ for the really, really clutch set, like on fire tonight.
Yeah, good stuff to him. I mean, good stuff for not making us, keeping us here till midnight.
Oh yeah, I mean,
always can respect that hustle, man.
That was 20 minutes. That was very, very quick. So wow, cannot even believe it. But of course, we want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting and checking it out, and viewing and subscribing and doing all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great event to be had. Kind of short on numbers here, about 31 competitors, but that's Wi-Fi for you. Always love having the locals, find a way to still get some games and have some fun during this quarantine. If you guys liked hearing us, of course, you can find me on Twitter at LetterRainSSB.
And I'm under SSB_Nerf. You can find me there.
Yeah.
Of course, great to be able to commentate with Let It Rain. I'm a big fan.
Honestly, I've been waiting for the chance to get a chance to commentate with you, but it's we're a little bit too far apart to make it regular, and hopefully next time we can kind of get that in-person thing. Yeah,
this is the start. This is the beginning of something beautiful, my friend.
Something beautiful, something great. Shout out to our previous two commentators as well, Playground and File.
Yeah, good stuff to them.
Of course, shout out to the Brig for holding it down tonight. You can find them on Twitter at BoatJail. Excellent tag. Excellent Twitter handle.
That is a really good one, actually. And of course, shout out to everyone at VG Bootcamp for keeping this alive and keeping it going on the Wi-Fi era here in the age of COVID-19. Big shout out to everyone who makes it possible.
Yeah, so that about wraps it up for you. Hope everyone has some good times tonight, and stay healthy, stay safe, and take it easy, y'all.
Of course, we'll see you next time.